And I know that if I'm not careful, what happens is I go maybe from one attachment to a spiritual attachment.
Oh yeah, spirituality is often used as a substitute.
Yes.
Like if I can't have the guy or the gal I want, or I didn't get the mommy and daddy I wanted, or I don't have the friends I want, I'm damn sure going to get the God I want.
Yeah. Then it'll turn out all right. Then I can be attached to that and
I
feel
can be
the same.
attached to that.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Or people do it with their spiritual teacher, whatever.
Right.
Whatever
Attachment is attachment is
it's
attachment.
Attachment is attachment is attachment. Demand is demand is demand.
Yes.
And they all only lead to suffering, don't they?
Yes.
And they're only a way that mind avoids no mind. It's only the way that you avoid being truly alone.
Oh. Avoiding being alone.
Look, most of us have never really discovered being alone.
Yes.
We've discovered loneliness. Everyone in this room has had moments of discovering loneliness. But not so many people have not really discovered aloneness. Aloneness, right? All one. Everybody likes all one. It's all one.
That's everybody, isn't it?
Right. It's all one. But what if I said it's all alone?
And nobody.
And nobody. And it's only you and nothing else.
Yeah.
It's different, huh? So there's a side of it that to our minds is very pleasant. It's all one. Yeah. We're all the one. It's all essence. It's all the divine nothingness. It's all that. We like that side. But there's the other side it's all one. It's alone. It's this and no thing else. And that's frightening to the mind.
Yes.
That's the side of oneness that's frightening. That's the side of oneness that's more akin to the void. And so we can use this yummy side of oneness to avoid the void, avoid real aloneness. So here's the opportunity. What's aloneness really like? Real aloneness, not loneliness, not aloneness like you're an island and nobody's, getting too close. That's not aloneness either. That's fear. What's real aloneness? And what comes from real aloneness? There's something that can only arise from the direct, very deep experience of alone. Something that comes, that arises from being really, authentically alone. Something arises within us. Some capacity that we don't know that's there until we're willing to be really alone within ourselves, enter into the experience of aloneness. Being careful that you don't fall for the mind's loneliness story, but real aloneness, right? We love people who were willing to be alone. We worship them. They're the ones on our altars. Jesus was willing to be alone and yet totally surrounded and intimately involved. But in his being, he was willing to be alone, to be himself. Buddha was willing to be alone. Krishna, willing to be alone. The most beautiful ones, the flowers of humanity, are ones that are willing to be alone. And what arises from that aloneness, something unique, creative. Everybody wants to be unique, right?
Yes.
A unique, creative expression of the one. Whenever I talk like that, I can feel a room just leaning forward. It's what I always wanted, a unique creation of the divine, And then, of course, there's the non-dualists that go, everything is already a unique creation of the divine, so this is just a bullshit talk. Duality, right? Plain. But there's a quality of it's great to say a unique expression of the divine, But a unique expression of divine, that's something that's unique, means alone. Or as my teacher used to say much more simply, just learning to stand on your own 2 feet.
Yes.
And we don't learn to stand on our own 2 feet by leaning on everything and everyone around us.
Or leaning on ideas.
Especially ideas. Some people lean on ideas. They lean on their intellect. Mm-hmm. Some people lean on people. Some people lean on substances. Some people lean on everything you can think of. But when we stop leaning, you find that space, I and I alone. It's scary, but there's something really beautiful. And right when you get to that place, right when you get near it, in the vicinity, my teacher told me this, I didn't listen. Just because I was too young, probably. But right when we get to that point of real aloneness, that's the point that you'll mysteriously find yourself being drawn into something that you'll look back on and go, what the hell was that all about? You know those kind of things? Why was I worth that person? You look back in your life. Or, why did I do that? Why did I get involved in that? Good Lord, what was that all about? And there's, of course, times in our life when we're much less conscious when we do the same thing. But at a particular point, when you run into the real spiritual sense of aloneness, that's when so often people distract themselves. With a person, with this, with that, going here, going there, that, something. And you feel it inside, do you not? You know, I'm running. You know it, right? That's the inner guru. That's the teacher. The inner teacher that the outer teacher can never be a total substitute for. And I'm running.
I'm running to a retreat. See how I come?
Even that.
Right.
Maybe I even go to the retreat to avoid aloneness.
Yes.
And so, beautiful. So you came to retreat and it didn't work.
Might as well get that over with the first day.
Might as well get it over with the first day. Right. Okay. Trying to escape aloneness didn't work.
Right.
Even going to retreat. And so maybe this retreat is not going to be what I thought. Trying to get away from this. Maybe it can be an opportunity to not avoid, to not run, do that, I'm running away. And then you just stop and see what happens.
And stand still.
Stand still.
Yes.
Because that is the whole structure of this retreat. Of course, life helps us do it too, but since we're here, this whole structure is meant to allow us to stop all the ways we're running away. However, it can be the smallest thing. I've seen people get obsessed at retreat. There's too much salt on the potatoes. They'll write notes like 2 or 3 a day. There's too much salt in the potato. That meal happened yesterday, right? It's like 5 meals later, and I can't eat this. I'm bloated. And that's it, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's just a poor little thing. It's just running away. It's not always something big. It's not always something big like attachment to a person it can be the littlest thing. And when you're really feeling it inside, you sense, I'm running away. And in seeing that, no need. No need to run. Stop. No need to understand. Just stop. Okay.
Thank you.
Enjoy yourself.